I finished my first draft of all the people who own property in the government. I'd say it took me 25 hours over the past 3 days. Too long, don't watch. 90 to 95% of MPs own a property or are landlords. There's some minor flaws with it. It's a first draft and I want to improve on it. So I'm actually working with some people who've reached out to me, some experts on Excel and stuff like that. I think I've messed up a few names, a few little links here and there. I think it's probably more like 95% of MPs own a property. There's also some discrepancies with the list from 2022 by readthemaple.com. I think it's because there's been quite a few seat changes in the Canadian Parliament. For example, the person they're referring to here in the Green Party switched sides to the Liberals, and now there is somebody else new in the Green Party who I do not think has property. Nonetheless, their list is pretty accurate, and my numbers came out to about the same. The amount of landlords in the government right now are around 40 to 43% of people. There's a few problems with the list though, because on the public database, they don't have to declare a house if the mortgage is paid off. They only have to declare the house if they have a mortgage. Meanwhile, I looked into all their stock portfolios and there's about 51% of federal MPs who have significant investments. 59% of Conservatives elected have it, 53% of Liberals, 28% of NDP, and 36% of the Bloc Québécois. I know it's very exciting seeing numbers, but what all this means for you. There's a lot of questions. Is it okay for any MP to own a house? Is it okay for them to be landlords? You have to ask these questions for a free and democratic society. On first glance, is there anything wrong with owning a house for your family? Well, no, of course not. But at the same time, are you going to want your investment to go down in value? Which means that you might vote against reforms to the housing market. Even if you're not a landlord, if you want to have your own personal wealth stay up, you might vote against something that might help society. MPs who are landlords, they definitely don't want the price of rent to go down because they need the money. They have the income. They are securing their future. It's not up to me to make a judgment call for you as to whether it's right or wrong.